Hello, Florissant. It's Officer Michael with Community Outreach. Today I want to talk to you just a little bit about our Neighborhood Watch program. You want to know the best crime prevention device ever invented? It's a good neighbor. Neighbors working together in cooperation with law enforcement can make one of the best crime fighting teams around. It's called Neighborhood Watch. It's that simple. Neighborhood Watch is a crime prevention program which enlists the active participation of our residents in cooperation with the Florissant Police Department, essentially to reduce crime in our city. This program is really simple. Neighbors getting to know each other and working together. The residents given information to recognize and report suspicious activity within their neighborhoods. And then implementation of crime prevention techniques, such as home security, vehicle security, and personal security. You may hear Neighborhood Watch called several different things, but it's one ultimate goal, and the idea is the same, that it's neighbors looking out for each other. So you ask, why Neighborhood Watch? Well, because there can't be a law enforcement officer on every corner. Therefore, citizen involvement is imperative. It's essential to helping reduce crime. It's the residents' eyes and ears that we need. Essentially, it's just another tool on our belt. By neighbors helping each other and the police department, people can help fight crime within their community the most effective way, and that's before it happens. To report a crime in progress, dial 911, or suspicious activity, non-emergency line is fine. Depending on the type of incident, you may be asked some of the following questions by our dispatchers. The location, be as specific as possible. The type of incident, describe what you see, but use your own words. Stay away from the police jargon or terminology. Your name, address, telephone number. You can remain anonymous, but it's best if you leave a callback number just in case the officers on scene might need more information and we could be able to reach you. Specific details about the incident, a physical description of the suspect. If there's a weapon displayed or you see a weapon, any kind of information regarding that weapon. And if there's a person that might be running away from the scene, a description of a vehicle, a direction of travel, or where the vehicle might be last seen. Remember, it's very important to stay on the telephone line until the police dispatcher has obtained all the necessary information. Let the police dispatcher ask the questions. If possible, have someone else continue to watch the incident while you call 911. 911 is to be used in all emergencies and crime in progress. It is not an informational line. All non-priority telephone calls to the Florissant Police Department should be made to the police department's business number, 314-831-7000. This ensures that our 911 lines remain open to an emergency. A few suspicious activity situations that you may want to call us on, possibly slow-moving vehicles, especially when they are circling the area, something you may not have seen before. Or at nighttime, vehicles driving around with no headlights. Strange vehicles to the neighborhood, even some parked vehicles on the street or in a driveway that maybe you haven't seen before. Door-to-door solicitors, primarily if they're in pairs. For instance, if one goes around the backyard and one stays in the front on the porch, that's suspicious activity. No solicitor should be going to the back door. People running through yards or carrying items of value. Abandoned vehicles, old or new, without license plates. People loitering around vehicles or driving by slowly and looking into parked vehicles, or even people walking by parked vehicles and looking into those vehicles. Again, these are just suggestions. Just call the police if you see something that you might feel is suspicious. Let the officer determine if there has been a crime committed or something that needs to be investigated further. A couple suspicious things that you may hear that you might want to call on might be some breaking glass, gunshots, screams, horns honking or car alarms. Any activity that you feel just isn't right, that gut feeling that you have that just isn't right, we want you guys to call on. Like I said, be as detailed as possible when giving suspect information, whatever clothing they're possibly wearing, color of clothing, type of clothing, sex, gender, hair color, facial hair, anything like that. And also the description of vehicles. We try to tell people to remember symbol, CYMBAL. It's the color, year, make, body style, and the license number. We all have the cell phones nowadays. If you can get a picture, grab a quick picture, it's easy like that. It's easier, I should say. It's not always as easy to do that. Once a member of the Neighborhood Watch program, you'll be subscribed to the police department's weekly notable of activity. And what that is an email of different crimes that have happened throughout the neighborhood over the previous week. I hope you find these Neighborhood Watch tips helpful. Please consider joining. On behalf of Chief Fagan and the men and women of the Florissant Police Department, we thank you for your continued effort to combat crime in Florissant.